Okay, so today we'll be opening up this used STP XL oil filter, number S2XL. And I got this used STP oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Thomas from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks, Thomas. This oil filter was in service for 3 months, 2,025 miles, and came off of Thomas's 2006 Lincoln Town Car Designer Series. Yep, the one with the 4.6 liter V8 engine, which now has 113,545 miles. He was using Valvoline 5W20 Restore and Protect oil during this period. A little history here. He doesn't know much about the maintenance on the car because he bought it back in October of last year. So he figured he'd start out with some Valvoline Restore and Protect to see how dirty the engine is. So let's get started.
You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight. Get your inner here, filtration.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. The date code 25218Z201. And this is a sticker on here. Get some instructions here. Filter number. And look here, it says made in China. Okay, and this filter has 6 inlet holes, metal core with holes, bypass valve at the dome end, 4 grooves there for threads, and a silicone gasket. It's nice. I'll put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Yeah, it's a nice gasket. Alright, let's open this filter up and take a look at it. Yeah, a little bit of oil. Okay, so that means any drain back valve's working good. Yeah, you can see it all, it's all puddled there. Definitely holding that oil. Okay, let's take a look at this anti-drain back valve, silicone anti-drain back valve. Okay, no tears, slits, or anything I see. Nice. That's nice and flexible. Holds its shape. Yeah, this is nice. See any sludging going on here? No. Yeah, it's all nice. I'm gonna have this like this. Let it drain out. Clean that up after. Okay, filter element. Now we got a bypass valve right here. And this has a setting of 15 psi. Metal end caps, nice and clean. Yeah, it's nice and clean. Metal crimp seam right here. A little bit of glue right there. And I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. A lot of pleats. They're nicely spaced except for right there's a little bit of a gap, but that's not bad. Yeah, there's a lot of them. And this is a synthetic blend media with a micron rating of 99% efficiency as small as 20 microns. And I'm getting all these specs off of AutoZone's website. Pretty deep pleats also. Looks like there's going to be a lot of filter media here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Look at here. Oh, coil spring. It's nice. Can. That's pretty clean in there too. Oh, there's something. Is that something in there? Or is that a bubble? I think that's a bubble. Yeah. That was just a bubble in there. I thought it was something in there. Okay, I'll put the measurements of this can up on the screen. Feels like a pretty thick can. All right, let's get the width of this filter. Let's call that 2.7. 2.7 inches wide, minus 1/10 of an inch for the end caps. Okay, well, let me cut this open, squeeze it out, and stretch it out. See what this filter media looks like. See what it looks like under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, and this filter goes about 4 inches over my table. And this STP oil filter is 79.5 inches long. There's a lot of filter media here. Okay, and let's get the thickness of this filter media. 0.86 millimeters thick. Okay, here's the filtering side, back side. And this filter media is pretty clean, but you're going to see that it did catch some little small carbon particles, soot carbon particles. So let's take a look at that microscope picture. So as you can see, it did catch some small particles. And let's take a look at this filter media up close. So you can see there's really nothing on the surface. It's pretty clean. No sparklies either. You know, running the Restore and Protect, I would say Thomas's engine is really clean. It looks a little dirty here in between the seams, but that's not bad. I know it's only got 2,000 miles, but I'd say whoever did the maintenance on it before he bought the vehicle was doing good oil changes. I can get barely over there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this filter media is really clean. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so we already went over these components. Silicone gasket, silicone anti-drain bag valve, that's all nice. Covers up the holes nicely. Coil spring. And we got the core here. It's got holes, so no problem with oil flow there. Bypass valve down here. Okay, and the can. Pretty thick can. And I just had it sitting like this. You can see how clean it is. Yeah, nice and clean. Yeah, his engine's running clean. There's no problem with his engine being dirty, that's for sure. So I'd say Thomas has a nice clean running Lincoln Town Car. What do you guys think? And again, I want to thank Thomas for sending me this used STP oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. Yeah, this filter media is really clean.